Hi, my name is Skip, and I'm going to show you how I made these beautifully decorated Easter eggs. First thing we're going to do is start with a 100% white cotton cloth. I'm using an old t-shirt here, and you're going to cut it in a square that's going to be larger in size to wrap around the egg. And then I've got 100% silk material. This is just some stuff I got at a fabric store. And again, we're going to cut it in the same size, a square. I've got a little bit extra to wrap it around our egg. And so you start with the silk material and go ahead, lay it out flat. And these eggs at this point are not hard boiled yet, so we want to be careful that you don't break them. And so you're going to wrap it around it, try to avoid getting any creases in the egg so that way you can really capture the pattern onto it. And then we're going to wrap this 100% cotton material around it. This way the silk dye doesn't bleed into the other eggs and affect their pattern. And so we're going to wrap it as tight as we can. And I've got some wire here that we're going to wrap around the egg. You could use like a twist tie that you use for your trash bags. And we're going to just wrap this around it as tight as we can get it so that way the materials stay in close to the egg. And then once you've got that tied, I like to just cut these off so that way I don't cut myself. And we're going to start by adding some vinegar, just a little bit of vinegar, into hot water. And then once this water gets boiling, we're going to add our eggs into it. And you don't want to use a metal pan or pot. You want to make sure you're using a porcelain pot because that silk dye is just not good to get mixed with the metal, and you'll never want to use that pot again for cooking. And so we've got our 3 eggs in there. We've got our water boiling. Go ahead and cover it. And we're going to reduce that heat down to a simmer and let that simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes. And then once your eggs have cooled down, we can go ahead and start unwrapping them. And this is really the fun part because it's sort of like a Christmas present on Easter. You just don't know what you're going to get until you actually open them up and start seeing the elegant patterns that come out on the eggs. And so we'll get this one unwrapped and look at that. Look at just how beautiful and intricate that pattern comes out. And once you're done, this is the finished product. Have a happy Easter.